Hello everyone, here's come another video of something that no one ever asked. This is the mode lock review. The mode lock line is made by Kia and the Atelier side. It's basically based on the original gun shell by how to say his name properly? Atelier side, something like that. Atelier side or something like that. Basically, the original gun shell toy line is a bit like a building block toy line, where it's based completely on ball joints, and they probably worked with Kia to get license, and then created more license-based toy, and created the mode lock line. In this case, I'm going to talk about two mode lock release. They're pretty old, and I think they are still both on sales on Hobby in Japan. They're both from the Full Metal Panic, the second raid. The one here is M9 Gernsback. The other one is a Falke. There is one more, and that is the Albalas, but the Albalas is never on sale, so I didn't actually got him. So something about the box, pretty simple. And one thing interesting about the box is that after you open it, it's actually just tapped together here like that. So if you want to, you can actually take the whole box apart and flat pack it like this. Don't know why you want to do it, but it's a good way to actually take it apart and keep it safe. Assembly instruction wise is pretty simple. In fact, neither of the three actually got numbers on them, so you have to refer to the part list here. And as you can see, all of the assembly instruction is fit into a piece of A5. Nothing on the back. Pretty good. Surprisingly simple, and because it's cheap, it takes about the same amount of time to build as a standard SD Gundam, but probably got more articulation here. So since we have the Gernsback box and the assembly instruction, let's talk about Gernsback. M9 Gernsback is molded completely in the light grey you can see here. Let's zoom in a bit. And I'm afraid you will have to paint everything else. In this case, I used a gunmetal for the darker grey, and a black and a bit of dark gunmetal weathering, dry brushing for the gun. For accuracy, I should have painted the eye, which is underneath this grey piece, into green. But then again, I thought that grey band is actually look better than the eye, so I decided not to put that in. So as I said before, almost everything in here is assembled by ball joint, and because of that, everything can move, which is a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is there is so many joints on him that in general you can get a lot of different poses out of this guy. As you can see here, quite articulated. The problem is the design. Some people who designing it didn't actually think everything through. One of the things is the hip joint, where really if the body is not actually turning to one side, you can't actually raise the leg high. You have to get the body tilted to one side and twisted to actually get the leg up. And even when it's up, it's not exactly straight. So it's actually hindered by that. Depend on the design, it probably would be better, because other than the Full Metal Panic design line, they also make the Sky Girl, which the mech in there is a lot more skeleton-like. They probably articulate it better. And there's also the what's the other one? The other one is the Idolmaster Senior Glacier Imber. That one is also more skeleton-like, therefore it will articulate. Is probably better articulated than Gernsback and Falke here. As you can see, Gernsback is armed with a, I think it's anti-tank or sniper rifle. It's probably a sniper rifle, and it's a really long rifle. But that's about it. It comes with two fists, well, three fists. Two fists is a closed fist for the left hand and right hand, and the third fist is the molded fist for that is molded onto the gun to hold the gun. So technically there is three fists, but there's only two really. But it's pretty good, and consider it's 800 yen when it's brand new, and then now it's about 400 yen when it's on sale. That's a bargain actually. Falke is a tackless unit in the second raid, I think, because actually I haven't finished watching the second raid. I've finished the first series and the offshore series, but not the second. But this time he's molded completely in black, and again I painted the lighter color with gunmetal. And this time I use some red to actually highlight some of the so-called light section, as well as the eyes, which you probably can't see. No, you can't see. Well, and silver for the blade. And it's not focusing. Ah, there we go. The mold is about 50% shared with Gernsback, with major mold changes on the shoulder, the head, the upper thigh, and armor pieces add on to the upper thigh, upper arm, upper thigh, and this armor piece that go on top of the knee. But that's it. Well, and the weapon, of course, and the back of the hand. But the basic frame and most of the torso and most of the inner side of the leg are all shared. This time his articulation is actually worse than Gernsback, because this armor piece in front of his thigh is actually extremely intrusive when you're trying to lift his leg upward, in the sense that that's all it can do without moving his body. And even if I move his body, it's a really tight squeeze to actually get his leg up. And as you can see some of it here, when I'm trying to pose him, he already scratched some of the paint off, which is really annoying. But overall, it's alright. I mean, yeah. Considering price, I'm not going to be angry about it. So that's about it for the mold lock. I would suggest people to definitely get one or two to check it out, because they're not expensive at all, and they're certainly a very refreshing build from what I used to. And I'm guessing most people will find it very interesting as well, trying something new. So that's about it, and I'll see you on the next review.